Hello, my name is Terry, and I've been selling on Zazzle since 2009. It took a while to make my first sale, and in January of 2010 I received my first commission check. Since then I have been receiving checks on a regular basis, and the checks have steadily been increasing. Do not expect to get rich off of Zazzle, but if you work at it a few hours each week, it can give you a nice secondary income. Having said all that, today I'm going to show you how to make templates for items you wish to sell with your graphics on them. I'm assuming you already have a Zazzle store. If not, there are many fine YouTube videos to show you how to open a store. Just do a search. Let's get started. Go to your store page. Across the top you will see Shop, Create, Sell, Gifts, Zazzle, then the shopping cart, and search. What we want to do though is create. So let's create. Just click on it. So it should bring you to a page that looks like this. This page will allow you to pick the product or products you would like your graphics on. I'm going to add to my templates. To do this, I find a product that I don't already have. For this, I'm going to scroll down to mugs. Click on mugs. A new screen will open up and it should look like this. I'm going to start scrolling down until I see the product I would like to add. Right here is the product we're going to add today. It's called a stainless steel 16-ounce travel commuter mug. Click on this picture. And it will bring you to this page. Now wait a few seconds. Don't do anything. I'll show you why in a second. Just hang in there. See what popped up there? It says, make it your way, get started. We're not interested in this at all. So just click on the X and that'll get rid of it. Your page should now look like this. Next you will want to add your graphic. So let's slide down. And if you can go slide down, you'll see where it says add image. It's right on the right hand side towards the bottom of the page. Wait till that disappears. Okay, now we're going to click on add image. Now for me, I use the same image, and I recommend that you use the same image for templates. So I'm always going to use my same image, which I've already uploaded and I have set to my size. So we're going to look under recent images. If you look here where it says Zeller, if you just highlight it for a second, it says Zellers1.png. I'm going to click on that. Once you have clicked on this, click on OK. And if you take notice, the image popped up. Right now it's on the front of it. So let's turn the cup and take a look at the front of it. As you can see, my image has popped up in there. I deal in family name coats of arms. I do all the artwork and the assembling of them. I'm a herald, so I can read a blazon, what's called a blazon, which gives me a description of what a coat of arms look like. If you're interested in coat of arms, there's several good sites that explain them more than we have time for here. But let's work with this image I put up. Now this is my template image. So now what do we do with it next? Well, we've got to make sure that this is in a printable area. Now how do we make sure of that? We click on the art view, which is right here. You see where my cursor is right now, where it says art view. We click on art view. You take notice there's a red dotted line around this. Now this would be the left side of the cup. This would be the right side of the cup. This is the center of the cup. If you come down here, you'll see a minus sign or a dash, whatever you want to call it. If you click on that, watch what happens. As you can see, it reduced my graphic, but it's still slightly above the red line. So let's reduce it a little bit more. Now it fits perfectly. You can see it's above the red line and below the red line. So I'm good with that now. So let's click back on Art View, which is right here. This brings you back to your mug. Now as you can see, it's come down a little bit, but it still looks great on that mug. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to get it ready for a sale. So we're going to come here to the right hand side on the lower part where there's a gear. Click on the gear. This menu will pop up. If you take a look at the menu, it says tile this image, but we don't want to tile it. Show whites in image as transparent. We definitely want to click on that, and I'll explain that to you in a second. We want to make this a template object. Now, whatever the rest that pops up here, don't worry about it. Just let it go like that. Image 0 and image 0. Allow editing on product page. I allow editing on my product page. They can make it bigger, they can make it smaller, they can move it around the cup, they can do whatever they want. Since they're buying it, I always give them the option of doing whatever they want to do. Okay. Now, as you can see, I closed. Let me go back to that. To close this, you can either hit the X here or just any old empty area. I'm so used to doing it my way, I just hit the empty area. That'll disappear. Now we're ready to sell this mug. As I had mentioned earlier, what I want to show you now is why when I'm setting up the graphic, I select show whites and image as transparent. Now watch what happens if I don't have this marked. If the customer decides to use a different color on their product, for instance, let me use a bright color, which is yellow, and on this particular product, they probably would not change the color of the silver because you get these two bands down here, two shadow bands. But nevertheless, if I don't use that show whites as background, through the background, then you get this border of white, which looks terrible on like a t-shirt or something like that. But if you select show whites and image as transparent, watch what happens. You take notice that disappears and everything shines through. Now this looks like part of the product. So once again, make sure you use that show whites. Okay, now obviously I don't want the gold. So I'm going to put this back to white. All I do is come down here and print a background color. I click on white. As I scroll back up, take notice that comes back to white. And if you look in the gearbox, I still have show whites and image is transparent, and make this a template object. Make sure you make this a template object. Now what we got to do is sell it. So we click on sell it, which will bring you to this page. It's called post product for sale. We're really not going to sell this particular product. What we're going to do is set this up as a template. So all I'm going to do is for a title, I'm just going to call it ZZZ. That's my last initial, and I just use that because I can remember it. You can do anything like that you want. You can use your last initial. You can put XYZ in there. You can put anything you want in there. For description, I'm going to do the same thing, ZZZ. Change options. No, we've already done that. All options. We want to sell this design on. We can just let that go. Those two things go. Now, events and occasions. Now my particular product, it's good for all occasions. Most all occasions. The trouble is when you select over here, then you limit your searches to like anniversaries or baby and birthdays. Now of course my object wouldn't be good for divorce, I wouldn't think. But I want all these areas covered when people search. So I'm going to click OK. The same with recipient. Since mine is a PG, it's actually a G, it's for anyone. And once again, I'm not going to individualize it. It's just for anyone. Now we slide down here to your store category. Well, if you look at this as TDZ is we don't want TDZ. I want to put this in my store world of names. That's where I have my coats of arms. Where it says select, I'm going to click on my select, and I have all my templates in a file called final. I'm going to click on final and say OK. As you can see, company name, world of names, final. Tags, now put at least 4 letters here. So I use ZZZZ. Add tags. Okay. You can put it, once again, you can put anything you want up there, but you only use 4. I recommend that highly. Just use 4. Don't confuse the issue. Suitable audiences, I'm a G. Now if you're a PG-13 or you're an R, if you go past R, they're not going to put it up there for you. I'm going to product visibility. It's public. Everyone can see it. I make a product a template. Yes, I'm making this product a template. Show customize it button. Yes, remember when I told you earlier, I let my customers customize if they want to. Price for this product is $33.90. I have a royalty percentage of 30%. I put a lot of work into my artwork, so I boosted to a 30%. Everything I sell is a 30% markup. You can do anything you want from 1% up to 100%. Okay, so when you come down to here, it says I have the right to publish and sell this product without violating others' rights, and I agree to Zazzle's user agreement. I click on that. Now I have the right to do this because these are all common names and all have coats of arms, and I do all the research and I do the translation from the blazon to the coats of arms. Now there are some names I can't do because they're registered names. But out of the 4,000 or 5,000 names I have up here, I think there's like 3 that I couldn't do. After you check that, just hit post it. And this will come up. Your new product talks about that. It's at this address now. And you can paste this product to any web page. You can visit your store, refer others to your store, so on and so forth. You can read all this and continue on with what you want to. But now you have created a template. Now that template won't appear it usually takes several hours to a day for that template to appear. Once it appears, then you can change that template and put any coat of arms you want on. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how templates work. What I want you to do is to come up to your command bar. And in your command bar, put in Zazzle.com/cr/QUICK/start. That is Zazzle.com/cr/QUICK/start. And go ahead and enter that. Then this page should come up on your store. This is configure your products. Now you can choose a couple things here. Since we're working with our own templates, we're going to use our own templates. So I'm going to select that. You take notice my final folder comes up. I'm going to click on my final folder. As you can see below, there's my template, which is a Zellers. Problem is now I don't want to sell a Zellers because I already have that up and it's already for sale. So I'm going to change this. When you click on change, this menu will appear. Now you have your choice from here. You can either select something you already have saved, or you can upload a new image. Well, we're going to put a new image on there. I'm going to put a coat of arms on there of the last name Bolen, B-O-L-E-N. So I'm going to upload that image, new images. I'm going to select one image for upload. It goes to my computer. Now it goes to the page where I have Bolen saved. As you can see, it's right here. This is Bolen, and it's a PNG. Make sure you have a high-res PNG. I always use high-res PNG. That's pretty important, especially on your templates. Make sure you do that with your templates too. If you don't have a high-res, you use like a GIF or a JPG file, sometimes it will not, you'll see a little triangle at the corner of the picture when you upload it. That means it will not print. If you find that, then you're not doing high res enough. I'm going to click on this and open it, and now it'll upload. You can see it's pretty darn quick. That was 1.58 megabytes. Take notice it also changed down here. So we're done with that. It says use template defaults. Don't worry about that. Just click on done. Now watch what happens. As you can see, all my templates have shown up with the new coat of arms on it. Each one of those has a new coat of arms on it. If I want to change that, it would have had my template coat of arms on. As you come down through here, these are all the different items I have for sale with that coat of arms on. Now, there's only two things that I have to do that you might not even be bothered with. It's up to you. I have two items. I have a pillow and I have a luggage identification tag. Now, the thing about these two is take notice they have my templates still on them. The reason for that is because they're double-sided. So I'm going to edit this by clicking on the edit options. As you can see, it appears here's what I want and here's the old template. That's the one side. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to go to my images. I'm going to go to recent images because that's what just came up. And here's Bolen. Click on that. Click on that. Now that'll change. It's already set. Everything's fine. Just click done. Take notice that Bolen is there now, and it's on both sides. We'll do the same. We'll do the same with the luggage. Go to edit options. And once again, you'll see the new one and the old one. We want to change the old one. We're changing it to Bolen. And now change there. Take notice it fits in. It's exactly the same as the other side. Let me show you the other side. If I click here, so you can't tell the difference. That's and if you go in here, it shows it in the upright position. Upright position. We're done. Okay. Everything else is all set. All these items are all set. They have my new coat of arms on. So what do we do next? Well, we hit the next button. Let's sell these puppies. So you can see the title is Bolen. That's good enough for my product because the Bolen coat of arms. You got to name whatever your graphic is or whatever you want to call it. Here's where you put the title. This is very important. We want a good description. Now what I do in descriptions, I have a set description for everything. I keep it in my word processor. First off, I'm going to change. As you can see, the last one I did, the last coat of arms I did, the name was Abrahamson. Well, this is Bolen now, so let's change that. I'm going to change all the Abrahamson, A-B-R-A-H-A-M-S-O-N. I'm going to change them to Bolen, B-O-L-E-N. Now there should be 14 of them. As you can see, I changed 14 times. So now it says Bolin. Every place it says Bolin. I highlight this, copy it. Now we come to that page and we paste it in. As you can see, my description is pretty descriptive. Let me tell you what I do so you get an idea. I say your illustrious family name coat of arms, print it for all to see. Great idea for family reunions or just to show off your family name coat of arms. We can put this or any coat of arms on any product shown here. For reference, we use Rheostat's Armario General, Encyclopedia of Heraldry, Fairbairn's Book of Crests, the Book of Family Crests, the General Armory of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, HPS surnames. If there is a crest in our family motto, we will add it. Our goal is to be as accurate as possible. Please visit my gallery at zazzle.com/tdz/SDZ/Bolin for Mo Bolin t-shirts, coat of arms, mugs, family crest hats, and other Bolin coat of arms, so on and so forth. As you can see, I'm pretty detailed, and I suggest that that's what you do too. Next thing, we come down to marketplace categories. Once again, remember before, I'm good for all occasions. I'm done. Recipient, I'm for anyone. I'm done. This is going in the world of names. Now we need tags. Tags are very important. You're allowed to put in up to 10 tags. Now my tags, let me show you what my tags are. My tags say Bolin family name, Bolin family name history, Bolin name meaning, Bolin shield, Bolin coat of arms, Bolin crest, Bolin family crest, Bolin family shield, Bolin family name history, Bolin coat of arms meeting. That should get anybody whose last name is Bolin and is looking for that particular one to my site on Zazzle. Okay, so I copied that. I'm going to paste that into tags, and you hit add tags. Now they'll allow you up to 10 tags, and I suggest you use all 10 of them. If you go past that, they'll be grayed out, and they won't put those tags in there. So you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 tags. Additional information, I hit the G because I'm general. This is public, everyone can see it. It's a quick create product options. I have products to sell. I'm not selling my templates, I'm just selling my products. Show customize it button. Yes, remember I told you about that. I let my customer customize. I have the right to publish and sell this product without violating others' rights, and I agree to Zazzle's user agreement. I'm not a robot. Now, they know me very well, so I always get the check mark. If you're new to this, they might ask you some silly questions. They'll show you some pictures. It'll say like, which ones are restaurants or which ones are barns? And you just click on that picture. That shows them that you're not a robot. When I say post it, hit post it. Now, if you forgot to do anything in there, it'll go back to wherever you made a mistake at, and you have to fix it. Or if they don't allow you to publish it, it'll tell you that too. That's it. You're done. That is going to be a product for sale, and it should be up within 24 hours on your store. They'll send you an email and tell you that it's published and ready to go. That's all there is to it. So good luck, and we'll talk to you later.